A new thing for me.
It is. We like that. So we do see you there, and I know you have such loyal fans. A lot of you look for the coin collector, but if you are new to the coin collector, I always advise, just take a few moments and, take a breather. I promise you will learn something from Mike. This is because you're such an educator. This is how a lot of people start. And now, what is an early release? I don't know.
Well, early release is a special designation. Each one of the grading companies have different subsets of how they grade coins.
Okay.
There's first day of issue, there's early release, there's all of these different things. Okay. So for NGC and the three major grading companies, all of which we sell here, PCGS, NGC, and NX. Okay. For NGC, their early release means that it's been released and been received by them within the first 30 days, within the first 30 days that it was released by the United States government. So it's an early release. And understand, we don't charge any extra for that, but it is an additional designator of value that oftentimes brings extra money in the secondary market. We don't charge extra for that. And so that's what we have. So what I've got here is the 2019 W or West Point minted American Silver Eagle. There's the W or West Point mint. That denotes this as a special release from the United States government, because the regular mint state American Silver Eagle has no mint mark. It's made at West Point, but it does not bear a mint mark. And so the government makes basically three annual Silver Eagles and have for over a decade now. They make a mint state coin, they make a proof coin, and then they make a burnished coin, what's called a special uncirculated coin. In each one of those annual dollars, the burnished coin is always, always, always the rarest of the coins that are made in any given year. They're rarer than the mint state coins, and they're rarer than the proof coins. Now, the government, these are not bullion coins. These are coins that the government charges a significant, significant premium for, because, like I said, it's burnished. They do a lot of extra work to this. It's a collector edition. It's exceptionally rare to start with. Now, what we have is we have that coin certified perfect, so it's mint state 70. Okay. If you just started collecting, understand 70 is very important. In coin collecting, as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what? Condition. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. And in coin collecting, and I can tell you why some other time, why we grade on a 70-point scale as opposed to a 100-point scale. You can thank Dr. Sheldon for that. All right. He wrote a book on pennies 50 years ago and used a 70-point grading scale, and we just adopted it. And so that's why we grade on a 70-point scale. It's called the Sheldon scale. So 70, mint state 70, so it's absolutely perfect. Not only is it absolutely perfect, but like I said, it's early release. But the big part about this, kind of the paradigm shifting part about this, is the flag core. When you see the core that's done with this is exclusive to me. I'm the only person on the planet that can sell NGC flag core coins. And what it was a response to is so many people were taking NGC, PCGS, everybody was out there, and they were doing, there's 86 billion different labels. And people just couldn't keep track of them. I said, let's go back and create something that's just old school. So we have a core that's 100% unique to us that has one label. So I don't have 63 different labels with this. We have flag core, we have this label, we have this coin, that's it, period. You won't see different labels, you won't see any of that other stuff in this flag core with this early release burnished Silver Eagle. So we've got all of that. Now, here's what I'm going to say to you regarding this. So first of all, we've got early release, we've got the West Point Minted Eagle, we've got it certified perfect, we've got it in my exclusive flag core, I've got it at my regular issue price of $199.95 for the special burnished American Silver Eagle, which reflects the fact that silver and gold have been going crazy here recently, and so that's all part of that. But here's what I'm gonna do, and I don't do this very often. I'm guessing. Okay, and understand it's an educated guess. I don't usually do that. I'm a pretty black and white guy when it comes time to figures and numbers and that kind of stuff. I am suggesting, based on 40 years of experience, based on all the numbers that we have, that this may well end up being the 2019 W burnished American Silver may very well end up being the rarest annual issued American Silver Eagle ever done by the United States Mint.
Really?
Now, I don't know that to be a fact.
Right,
but what I do is I know what the United States government has sold in all prior Silver Eagles.
Sure.
It's public knowledge.
Okay.
I know what they sell in any given week, also public knowledge.
Right.
We keep track of all of those figures. I know everything the United States government sells every single solitary week, and we put that into an algorithm and a chart that we have to track which coins we think are going to be rare or not rare, which are selling particularly well, which are not selling particularly well. And I can tell you, based on all the information that we have and all of my experience, that I believe this is going to be the rarest regular issue, annual issue American Silver Eagle made by the United States government since 1986. And that's a big deal. Now, what I'm doing is, since I don't know that for a fact, I can't and won't charge any extra for it. So you get that opportunity at no additional cost or charge. Understand, I sold the 2018s at $199, the 2017s at $199 in the flag core, because we just started the flag core then, is what we were able to do. So what I'm doing is I'm giving you the opportunity to own this at our original issue price with, and if it's not the rarest, you still get a great coin at a great price. The rare, I guarantee it's the rarest Silver Eagle that the United States government will release this year in the annual series, whether it be Mint State Proof. Now, the fact of the matter is in flag core, this is rarer than every other regular issue, annual issue proof Silver Eagle made by the United States government. None of those I can sell you at $199.95. All of those are more money, yet this coin will be rarer. The Mint State coin, well, I can sell it for a little bit less than this. In flag core, I think we're $79 or $89. This coin is 50 times rarer. This coin is going to be 50 times rarer. It's 100% exclusive to us. By the way, it comes in the red oak presentation box. It's the special presentation coin from the West Point Mint, all done in 2019, all with the flag core. Like I said, all absolutely brand new. I've got the early release on this, so you know, what we have on this, I can't get any more of the early release once it's done. That's it, all in, all done. So you better be able to get in on this coin now. Very popular. Hundreds of these have now already been sold. As you can see, it's new. Well, I just noticed, because I never pay attention.
You don't have a lot.
I don't have a lot. And I noticed the flex pay. Which we never do on coins.
Well, exactly. I mean, so for less than $50, and remember, that means it's not like the Wild West of coin collecting out there. Whether you use your PayPal, your debit card, you know, any major credit card, for $49.99, you get this at home. Fewer than 400 remain. 677.
Now remember, I started with like 1,000. Okay. So just to let you know,
that puts
and this
it in
is new. That's right. I started with not quite. It was a little under 1,000 that we were able to do. But once again, so that's early release. I can't get early release anymore. We're 30 days past that on early release. So there's no more early releases. So this is a set limited edition. It's also a limited edition based on the flag core that I've got here, which is 100% exclusive to me. Nobody else can sell flag core. So I've got flag core, I've got Mint State 70, I've got 2019 Burnished, and as an added bonus, in my opinion, this may end up being the rarest regular issue Silver Eagle that the United States government has ever done. We'll have to wait for the end of the year to find that out, but it is absolutely positively on track.
And it's on FlexPay only for the next few hundred of you who are able to join us. So you know what? There's nothing but good on this. Nothing but side benefit.